Just a slightly near-term question, Manishi. Until June or thereabouts, and I know markets discount 6 months out, but I'm still toying around with this. Until June this year, if we don't have these variables turning on the currency side, and if indeed the April and May earnings season brings about earnings downgrades to the existing estimates, can Indian markets drift lower from where they are currently?
In the near term, if the scenario that you talk about, materializes exactly in that fashion, yes, I think Indian market can still drift lower. In the near term, I'm talking about literally the next 2 to 3 month time frame.
Yes.
One thing one must take into account is that earnings estimates in India still seem a bit inflated. Second, the valuations. While India's absolute valuations are down to the long-term averages, both in terms of PE and price to book, the relative valuations are still relatively expensive compared to Asia ex Japan. It's about one standard deviation higher. So I think that correction in the relative valuation is yet to happen.
So, okay. So what's the base case? Do you expect a drift lower, or do you reckon that there'll be stability or upsides from where we are currently? Because again, for the last 18 months, we haven't gone anywhere.
Right. So, in the very near term, I would think either the Indian market would drift slightly lower. It's difficult to exactly put a number to it, but it can be about 5 to 6%, or it'll possibly have a time correction, and in time correction in relative terms, when rest of Asia pretty much remains where it is now or moves up maybe, while India continues to drift around in a very narrow range that it has marked for itself. So I think that is something that investors may have to contend with, at least till the first half of this year.